back to one more episode. Today I will talk about an interesting topic that people nowadays don't seem to really think about. If you are a woman looking for a long-term partnership or want to get married, this is for you. Why is it important for women to know what men want to prefer in them as a partner? Well, this is simply because men control access to relationships. They are the ones to give the girlfriend, fiancé, wife title. Let me do an analogy. When you go to a job interview, you want to present your best characteristics to get the position title. It is the exact same thing to be your best self to the man that you want. In these modern times, many women give the advice to other women about not giving wife treatment to men if they are not wives yet, and this is the complete opposite of what you should do. This is the equivalent of having bad credit and walking into a bank asking for a mortgage loan. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should treat all men as if you were their wife. You have to be careful enough to get to know the man a little and know whether he's serious or just a player. As always, there's ways to tell, but that's for another episode. Let's get into the important stuff. Remember, there are exceptions to every rule, but for the most part, the following are the traits men look for in women to take into serious relationships. Starting with the most hated one by modern women, bear with me, we have purity. I believe we all know what this entails, but for those who don't know, we refer to purity to the fact that men don't want a woman with a past. The less amount of partner a woman has had, the better her chances of becoming a wife long-term partner. The reason for this is, as the number of relationships a woman has increases, her ability to be faithful decreases significantly. There's been studies on this, you can look it up. Hypergamy is one of the main reasons behind this phenomenon. Most women tend to compare between their past partners and the current one, and are usually never satisfied with what one man can offer. In one of my past videos, I talked about this. Go check it out afterwards. I also talked about how not one person will be able to fulfill all your checklist points, so consider making that list a little shorter. Now let's move to number 2 on the list. That is respect. This is obviously referring to the respect men expect to receive from their partner, but it goes beyond that. Women need to respect themselves when interacting with others, especially other men. In other words, they should be able to put a stop to other men when approached. This also covers another important point, which is loyalty. In number 3, we have femininity. Men prefer feminine women when it comes to dress code and the way they conduct themselves, as many say, ladylike. The opposite of this would be boss babes, strong, and independent. All of these terms are a way for women to get into a masculine role and do things that may be seen as bad in a woman, but are completely normal when done by a man. This is what's called double standard, and I have a video about that. Go check it out after this. In number 4, we have a simple but effective one, and that's cooking. If you can make homemade meals, you already positioned yourself above the competition. Just by this one thing alone, you are a better catch than half the women in the US. To make it short, because using common sense, we know that there are plenty more things to fulfill before someone can become a wife. We'll summarize with a kind of comedic saying around the red pill communities, which is men want the threes from a woman, SX, sandwich, and silence. Well, that is it for today. Please let me know in the comments what you think about today's episode. I hope this can help you to become better each day. This may be a short video, but generally men don't ask for much when it comes to relationships. If you want more specific advice for your life, don't hesitate to let me know, and I will do my best to bring that content. As always, a pleasure sharing with you all. See you in the next one.